You know, when many people hear the word panel beater, they're thinking a man in an overall or something like that. What got you interested to start this career?
Well, I really get that a lot. Um, as a young girl, I was really obsessed with cars. In a way that it was really a mystery to me. How does it move? What happens to cars? I remember this other time I was with my sister and my mom. A certain dude had his car break down. And then I remember my young sister saying, why is he there? Why is he not moving? There's a filling station there. Why can't he just go and fill it? Then my mom was like, there's more to car than just fuel. So I kept thinking, there's more? Then I really wanted to do something that has to do with cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as I was going through my primary education, then I did my secondary education. So during my secondary education, actually, after I did the MSc thing, I got 21 points. So when I asked my friend about the points that I got and I wanted to do engineering, he said, my friend, you're not going anywhere with this. At least if you had 15 points below, that would have done you much good. Then I said, okay. Then what should I do? Said, okay, but there are other options. You can still go to Longo Technical College. They still offer these courses. Then I said, then how do I enter? I said, oh, it's okay. TVETA does do have forms where they have where people who need to get inside. They have their own forms when they want to recruit new students. Then just pay attention to it. I said, okay, fine. When the time came, I applied. And then when I was actually choosing the courses, I wanted to see vehicle. I was really interested in that. And then I remember I saw automobile mechanics. I said, no, this is not vehicle. Then I saw vehicle body repairing. I said,
That's the one.
this is the one. I wanted to do something that had to do with vehicles. This is the one. But then I didn't even know that cars get painted. Cars, when they're involved in accidents, they get repaired. I didn't know. Oh, I know I wanted to do something that had to do with
It's
vehicles. I just wanted something that had to do with cars. And then I got lucky. I got admitted. To my surprise, when we started, I was the only girl in class. Then my teacher was like, do you know that you are the only girl? I said, I didn't know that, sir. I said, yes, you do. But just know the field you're getting in, there's no makeup. You won't be carrying handbags anywhere. You'll be doing nails. You will not look like a lady. I said, but you do teach about cars. Then he said, yeah. I said, okay, fine. Then we started. Then he said, the field that you have gotten yourself into, it's like a jungle. It is really, really hard. And for a girl, it is 2 times harder. But in case you change your decision throughout the journey, let me know. Then I said, okay, that's fine. Then as we are learning and learning, after we do learn theory and then we go for practicals.
Okay.
After theory, I went for my first practicals. Then when I was back, he said, you're back? I said, yes, I am back. And to tell you the truth, it's hard. The sanding of the body fillers, it's really hard. There are times when I couldn't even eat hot I couldn't even hold hot food in my hands because the sandpapers really affect your fingerprints sometimes.
Wow.
Your fingers, the fingerprints become thicker and thicker. Sometimes you can't even see the prints at all.
Oh.
Sometimes even blood comes out. That's how hard it gets.
How did your family feel when this is what you wanted to do, or when you told them that's what you want to do?
When the application form is coming, we have a list of courses that you want to do.
Right.
There's business administration, there's secretariat. When I first brought the application form, I said I want to do vehicle body repairing. My mother was like, are you sure of what you are saying? You'll be covered in oil. You'll be covered in debt. You're not going to look good. I said, but this is what I want to do. My father was like, this is a very good decision. Because the career that you're getting into, it will give you a good fortune in the end. So just do it. Mom was like, hey, I'm not even coming there to see you. That's what she said.
Did she mean it?
No, she didn't actually.
She didn't mean it. Okay. Just trying to give you a tough time.
But I still did change my mind. I still wait for it. Yeah, but that's how they really felt. But my dad really supported me throughout the career. Even when I was going to the garage, he bought me lunch. And the second time I went to Apex for my second attachment, he was bringing me lunch. He was really supportive throughout. He was really supportive. Yeah. He really loved that I was doing what I loved. Yeah, so he really supported me. I didn't have problems from him.
How many friends did you have in that you graduated with from secondary school that took a journey that was slightly similar to yours?
Um, we had the Brenda Chabwera. Yeah. And I was surprised when I met her because she was at Toyota Malawi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a mechanic actually. And when now I'm working for CFAO, CFAO Mobility. When I first started, I just saw the name somewhere. I don't know what was happening. There was a certain program here at office. I said, which Brenda Chabwera is this?
Yeah.
I just had instincts that I kind of knew her. Then we had sports. We had a sports program the company organized for both of us. And I met her. You here? I said, yeah. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah. I can't even tell you what I'm doing. Why? I don't know you're going to laugh at me. I said, no, babe, just tell me it's okay. I was like, I'm a mechanic. Are you kidding me? I'm a panel beater. I said, wow, how long have you been doing this? I said, I have been with the company for 6 years. And she was looking real well kept, you know. She was looking, not what the teacher told me.
Of course.
She was looking good. I was like, what was that teacher saying? Then I really got encouraged by just seeing her, you know. Yeah, so I kind of felt good. And we had another one, Jacinta Ntendere. She was a mechanic. Yeah, so I really had a lot of encouragement from my friends too, but not a lot of them got into the main dominating industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So let's go back to school now. Yeah. You're back on campus. 15 have dropped out. Yeah. What's happening next?
Then I kept pushing. I kept working hard as I did practically. In theory, I was really doing good. Then in 2016, we had a ladies' night out. Where, you know, ladies talk, ladies stuff. Then I said, whatever they are talking about, I don't know the experience yet. Let me go and try. I tried the first time, the second time, the third time.
Sorry, trying what exactly?
I was intimate with my boyfriend. Okay. I didn't want to say that.
Okay, sorry.
So I wanted to try. They were talking about it. Yeah, so I wanted to try.
Okay.
I grew up with strict parents. My father is a Tumbuka, my mother is a Lome. So we named my father Vandame because he was really tough. And he knows this one. Wow. We named my mother Cynthia. They were tough guys. If the neighbor is having a party, you are not going to go there. Unless it's a family member who they know. And they are going to supervise the whole thing until it ends. Then we go back home. So I wasn't really exposed to the outside world that much. Yeah. Yeah. They were not that rich, but they were just capable, you know? Yeah. So that's the type of life I grew up in. And I grew up among 4 boys. Yeah. I have a sister, but she's the youngest. So typically we didn't have that sister bond relationship, no, because she was young. Yeah. So I grew up amidst the boys. That's what I can say. So it was really a strict household. So when I went to Lilongwe Technical College, I was kind of free. Yeah. So I was like, what are these guys talking about? I think let me just go and try. Then I remember I underrated. So you see, this is the way people really get pregnant. No, I don't think this can happen. You know, I was underrating everything. I got pregnant. I got pregnant. My father was very, very angry because I had 7 months to finish my school. Then I got pregnant. And to him, getting pregnant is the end of the future. And you know how Tumboka dads are. If you have ever heard, you know how they are. Yeah. So when I was 2 months pregnant, I was keeping it a secret. But the problem with me, when the secret is giving me depression, I can't handle it anymore. I told a distant sister, I am pregnant. Then said, oh, it's okay. Then she told my parents. Then my parents were like, no, I am not keeping her here. Whoever is responsible is going to take care of this pregnancy. So they took me and dropped me at my boyfriend's house. Then I said, but I have to go back to school. Said like this, I said, yes. I was moving from my boyfriend's house, going back to school until I finished when I was 7 months pregnant. That's when now I stayed. Now the baby came. And it is during the time of pregnancy that you know people. How your boyfriend is, how your parents are, how your boyfriend's family is, how these people talk, how these people react, how your friends are. This is the time you learn people. So I learned that this one is going to support me, yes, but technically I am on my own.
Why did you feel that way?
I felt that way because when I was there, he was also being told a lot of words, you know. I know he's a boy, but still his parents accused him, his friends saying negative things about him. So he really felt bad at times. So because he was not feeling the love, it was hard for him to give me that love as well, because the love comes from the heart.
Who was talking to him?
His parents at times.
Is there anything that they said that you obviously heard loud and clear?
Yeah. Mwana wanga ndo wang'ono sangakwanitse kusamala nkazi. And by that time, he was 27. And I knew that this marriage is not going to work out. And they told me point blank, kuti he's gonna get married from his people's side. That's Chikwawa. Then I knew right away that this marriage is not gonna work out. No matter how much I try, I'm just gonna be crying for love that's not gonna come there. Then I made a bad decision for my child, but good for me. I had to move out of that marriage. And by that time, my son was 1 month old. He was born on 1 September. I moved out on 1 October 2017. I asked a certain distant sister that, please, she was in UK that time. So I said, please, can I stay in your house that you're building? That's not complete. He said, that's fine. I stayed there. I didn't have food. I didn't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. I didn't know what I'm going to eat next week. But I was a very prayerful person. I knelt down. I said, God, I sinned, I know. I'm sorry. I was involved in sexual immorality. I am really, really sorry. But I have a child. The child is innocent. Please make a way for me. That same day, I was walking along the road. I saw my friend's husband. Said, what are you doing now? I said, nothing. What happened to your marriage? I moved out yesterday. Can you teach? I said, yes, I can teach. Which class? I said, I finished up to college, so you can give me any class. From Sunday 1 to 8, it's okay. I said, I'll give you Sunday 4. So I started teaching Standard 4. I was nursing my child. When he sleeps, I teach. Sometimes I'll be teaching when he was in my bag. And by God's grace, we had part-time classes. We started from 1 up to 3. So that part-time money, we were dividing it amongst us teachers on daily basis. So I had food to eat. When my kid was 6 months old, I said, no, God, I am not enjoying this. This is not what I do. I do with cars. I deal with cars. I left my kids at school. I left that child at school. I went back to the garage. Now I went there as an employee.
Which
How?
garage was this?
Um, what happens most at the garage is that that was Chima's garage. But you have a lot of people working differently. They just have their car, their customer knows them.
So you just went to a random garage, or
I just went to a London garage. Lucky enough, I met someone there I knew when I was still a student, Salim. Salim gave me pieceworks. You have a car? What can you do if you prepare this car for me for painting? I'm going to paint on my own. Okay, if I do this preparation, you give me 21,000. Then he gives me the money. That's how I was surviving. The money was not enough for me, no, but I loved working with cars. I just loved it. I know whatever money I have, even if I work on food, it's okay. But let me do what I love. So that's how I was surviving. Then I started going with the garage work, with the pieceworks. Then there came a time when the garage was dry. For 2 weeks, I didn't get any piecework. I said, God, what am I going to do? I said, okay, fine. Someone told me, you know, at City Center, there's this other dude who hires cleaners. Just go there. I said, yeah, this time I'm really stranded. I think let me just go there. I went there. So he was interviewing with the cleaners. There was a car wash. I said, I approached him. Sir, I don't know how to clean offices, but I know cars. If possible, please hire me as a car cleaner. I know how to polish cars. I know how to polish headlamps. He said, okay. After I'm done with these people, I'll get back to you. Just give me some time. I said, okay. That's okay. Then at lunchtime, I was really hungry. I said, what? I had some porridge in my bag. I said, what am I going to do to eat? Okay. Let me polish someone's headlamps. I went, I approached a certain army guy. The soldier said, sir, your headlamps are really, really yellow. I know how to polish headlamps professionally. They will look good. I'll give you the grass finish. He said, okay, that's fine. Do it. I'm going to the shop, but by the time it was going to in a spas shop. He said, by the time I'll be getting out, the car should be done. I said, no problem. I worked on it with all my life. And it was sparkling clean. He said, how much? I said, just give me whatever you have. He gave me 5,000. I said, that's it. I went to another car. So I polished lamps. How much? 5,000. He gives me. I met a certain European lady. So, madam, I see you had an accident. He said, how did you know? I said, you see, the car left red. The car was white. So there was kind of a collision. So the white paint stuck on the red paint. So technically, it means the red paint is still intact, but the white paint just got attached to the red paint. So I said, I can take out this white paint. Really? Yeah, without damaging your car. Okay, fine. I'm going to the FDH bank, but when I'm going for deposit. When I'm coming out, I spend about 5 minutes there. You should be done. I said, no problem. I worked on it. It was sparkling clean. How much? I said, should I say 10,000? I said, just give me what you have. She gave me 20,000. Oh my God. I didn't even go back to that interview. I said, this is it. Every day I was going to do that. And it really, really grew. I had plenty of food. I knew that today I'm going to make rent. I was making rent in a day. Then I started going to airlines. I started going to government institutions. We know those people, drivers, most of they have field works. So they'll say, Just do it. If I went for the government, it's not gonna work out. You know, my lights are not shining bright during the night. I'm having problems. So I said, okay, fine. I'll do it for you, no problem. You see? So I was really working with those people and a lot of people. So I began getting ideas from people. You know what? Getting your number, it's risky. You have a feminine name. Funny. So when I save your number, I'm having problems with my wife at home. I said, I have a middle name, Wanangwa. I said, so I just save Wanangwa. Save Wanangwa head wrap. So I started using the middle name now, Wanangwa, just to win customers. And then I made cards. You know, those job
Business
cards.
yeah.
Yeah. I made those business cards. I made those ones. So I'll just give if you need, if you maybe anyone don't need the head wrap cleaning or the polishing, please just do that. And when the people are buying new cars, they have these pento marks, those birthday marks. Yeah, those things. I was also taking them out. So I pretty had a number of customers until Corona came. It was really hard for me to get in touch with my customers. Really, really hard. Because that time, getting closer was even more riskier. So giving you money was risky as well. So like, hey, madam, I really wish I could, but I can't. Because now it's very critical. I have someone sick at home. You may give me corona. I may give you corona. So the business went bankrupt. I said, God, what am I going to do now? By that time, my child was 2 years old. And the father now came and started apologizing. I said, now I'm bankrupt, what should I do? I think let me just go back to marriage. We started staying on our own. Now as a family now. But still more harsh words kept coming because I was there as a housewife. But I never loved it. I would leave my kid, go, but now I had a second kid now. Go to the garage, come back. Go to the garage, come back, do pieceworks. Because the girl now was so, then I completely killed the business. I had no power to go back. I was gone. But then I had my third child now. I started going back to the garage again because I went for this other interview in the game ranger interview. I failed to learn. We were told to learn 5 times the whole ground. So that by that time, I was weighing 83 kgs. So, it's really hard. So learning was hard. I think I got tired during the second round. I said, let me just stick to my cars. I went back to the garage again. I went back to the garage again. And the guys welcomed me too. So I was still doing the pieceworks.
So is this after Corona?
This is now after Corona.
After Corona.
Yeah.
So during Corona, is your husband working?
During Corona, we were not yet together.
Okay.
But he was working.
Okay. So you went through Corona on your own.
Yeah.
And then after Corona is when you guys got back.
Yeah.
Okay.
After Corona is when
you guys met again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See. Yeah.
Yeah. That's when we got back again. So I was really doing the garage pieceworks. I was doing the pieceworks. Now there came a certain point in life. I stopped being prayerful again. Okay. I relaxed, completely relaxed. I was a relaxed housewife, Yeah, just get someone bringing food, stuff like that. Yeah. Then there was this time I remember very well. My husband takes a few drinks sometimes when he's happy. So I came with 3 bottles. 4. 2 in the armpit, 2 in the hands. Then I said, why didn't you buy even 1 Fanta for me? He said, you should work so that you should buy what you want. That word stuck deep. Then there came this other time. I really wanted him to be home all the time, Yeah, after no off, I wanted him to be straight home. Don't go anywhere, don't be with friends, stuff like that. I really, really loved him. I just wanted to be seeing him. Then this time he told me I'm at this bar. I went there. He lied. He was at another bar. I went there again. He lied again. He switched off his phone. And that time it was around 10 at night, 10 in the night, I can say. I was stranded. Then I just stopped the Seneca because I didn't have transport. There was a dude in there. He said, "Where are you coming from?" I started crying. "Where are you coming from?" I started crying. I cried. And then he stopped his car. He said, he gave me water to drink. So what happened? I told him I was following my husband. Why? I said, I don't know, I love him. I just want him to be home and safe. Then he said, doesn't he know that it's dangerous to walk at night? That he does. Why are you being his mother? I said, I don't know, I just love him. I just wanted to be home. I said, no, 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 no. Never love anyone more than you love yourself. This is at night. You are someone's daughter. What if somebody kills you? I am a man. The money that I'm going, the cheap peso money that I'm going to get, I will use it to find another woman. Never love anyone more than you love yourself. Love yourself first. Think of your health. Think of the people who are going to suffer if you are gone. Then I said, I love my kids so much. I said, yes. Love is an energy. You can't lose it, but at least drive it to another source. I said, that's fine. I made a decision that day to transfer my love to my kids. I transferred it. And the day I transferred it, I got peace and I started thinking now. And we had this other neighbor, I remember. The husband said, don't work, don't work. I hate women. Women who are working, they go for prostitution, they do what, they just don't go for work. Then she really made it her choice that she really wanted to work. And what she did, she started a business. And it was good. 1 year later, the husband killed himself. I am telling you, people came and asked to rent that house while she was in there. I had to tell them that this one was paying rent even when her husband was still alive. Then I said, what if this happens to me? Am I safe? No, I am not safe at all. That's when I made a decision, let me go back to the clutch now. This time I prayed to God, God, please give me a job that will cover my kids' health and a job that will make me pay rent on my own if anything happens. And I cried to God. That time I prayed in tears. And when I said amen, I felt like God didn't answer me. I thought God did not hear me. I started praying again. And that time, I was praying in the toilet. I really cried to God. And that same day, the principal of Lilongwe Technical called me. Do you know that there's a vacancy at CFAO? I said, no. Yes, they are hiring spray painters. I said, really? Immediately, just that time, I wrote the letter. I wrote the application letter. I fasted. By God's grace, I was called for interviews. The day I went for interviews, I fasted as well. I prayed. Out of all the people who went for interviews, only 2 of us were selected. I told my father about it. I told my father we're going for practical interviews at CFAO. Said, are you sure about that? I said, yes. So where are you going to practical interviews? So we're going to Branta. You're just going to lose money. I said, no. If they take 2, we are both going. If they take 1, it's going to be me. But I am going there. That is the vehicle industry that I want. I want a bigger picture. I want to work for the bigger company. Then my dad was okay, fine. He gave me transport. I came here. After 2 weeks, we were told to go back home. I prayed and I fasted again. That's when I got the call. You have been hired. Beautiful, like I said, prayers. I felt really, really good. I felt really, really good. I told my husband, I have been hired by CFAO. Really? He said, "Yes." So what about me? What about the kids? I said, don't worry. Don't worry about my kids. By then I called my mother-in-law. I've been hired. He said, am I? Don't worry about that. Bring all the kids to me. By then I had 3. And the third one was 7 months old. He was still breastfeeding. I had to discontinue the breastfeeding. Then my mother-in-law kept saying, gone are the days when ladies were just sitting still. Please go and work. Don't have marriages that we had. Please go and work. I'll keep the kids. Don't worry. Don't listen to your husband. Go and work. He's my kid. I'll speak to him. He'll come around. I said, okay, fine. I kept them she kept them for a month while I came here. After that, I took my kids with me. And up to now, still living together. And 4 months after working for the company, my husband followed me. He took a transfer. Now we are together in Brandon. Yeah.
What a story. And I think it's quite beautiful because I'm able to see the different situations that you've gone through together, falling apart, and life bringing you back. What could you say you've learned overall from that experience of separating, coming back together, separating, coming back together? What do you think kept bringing you back?
When we first separated, I was childish. And he was childish as well. So, the time of separation, I made a decision to know myself, explore myself more. Where are my weaknesses? What did I do wrong in that marriage? What do I do even if he comes back? What do I do to keep him? And the time he came to, he was really a complete different person. He was responsible. He loved the kids. He really did. More than the time we were together. Because that time we could hardly hold the child. Even calling him, my firstborn is Alexander. Even if calling him, Bamba Alexander, you make me God, Don't call me that, And there was a time when someone would call me, Mazanda. I'd be like, who? You know? Yeah, he was like, I was not used to it. So I was childish, he was childish. But getting back together, I think everybody realized how everyone is important to each other. How I was important to him, how he was important to me as well. And how both of us are important to our kid. Yeah, so it really taught me to grow up when I was alone, really.
Funny, that's quite a story. And I think there's a question that I like to ask almost all of my guests. If you had to talk to the 21-year-old you right now, what would you say to her?
Wow. I would tell her to be strong, to be determined, and not to build her life around a man, but rather have a career. Even if you have a boyfriend, they have their own career, you have your own career. Always. I would tell the younger me to always follow your career. Always. I would have done that. I wouldn't have gotten maybe pregnant prematurely. I was still a child. I didn't know anything. But out of that childishness, I did what I did. And it costed me a lot. It costed me a lot, making me being a single mother, raising my child in anger. I would have abstained. It was for the better. I wouldn't have passed through what I had passed through. I would have waited for the right time. I would have listened to my parents because they wished me good. But I really took it childishly, and I bore a lot of consequences because of that. I faced a lot of consequences because of that. If I had listened, if I had abstained, if I'd stayed out of it, all this couldn't have happened. Maybe I would have put somewhere else. Yeah.
So what's next for Fanny right now? Oh, Wanangwa. What's next for you?
Well, well, that's quite a question. Um, right now, I'm a mother of three. As these kids are growing up, my daughter, somehow, I don't know how it is with kids. When you see your mother being a hard worker, you just have to work hard as well. My mother is a hard worker, and she's my role model too. So I have to work hard too. Because if my mother in her 50s is working hard, what about me? I just have to work hard too. So I have to be an example to my kids. They must have a strong woman. And I like it when my son comes back and was like, my teacher was asking me, what does your mother do? And I told her she's a spray paint. My mother paints cars. And the teacher was like, your son told me, is it true? I said, yes, it's true. I really do paint cars. I thought it was just, I said, no, it was not. I don't, I want to start painting cars too. And I said, I just work hard at school. Yeah. So I really feel good that at least my children seeing me pursuing my career, doing what I love. I really feel good as a mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I really.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with me. And I trust that everybody that is catching this story is going to be encouraged one way or the other. They don't have to be in the same situation as you. They don't have to be from the same country, from the same region, but I'm sure this is a story that can encourage many. And thank you so much for sharing. Um, and in that same spirit, we're not just going to let you share your story for nothing. So this is actually for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're most
Oh, thank you. so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Da 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 da.